Hey, I'd like to welcome you to another episode of the Mission Matters Business Podcast, your source for all things business. My name is Adam Torres. You can follow me on Instagram at AskAdamTorres to keep up with my book releases, book tour schedule, signings, all that other good stuff. Always love to connect with you there. And as always, if you'd like to apply to become a co-author of one of my upcoming books, just head on over to the website, moneymatterstoptips.com, and click on Become an Author to apply. All right, so today I have Stephanie Courtillier on the line, and she's founder over at Integris Women. Stephanie, welcome to the show.
Thank you, Adam. I'm excited to be here.
I'm excited to have you on, and I want to just really jump right in. Let's get into what you're doing over at Integris Women, why you started it, your vision for the company. Let's just get it kicked off.
That sounds good. So I'm sure, like many of the awesome business owners and entrepreneurs you're interviewing, it really starts with a personal passion and asking ourselves, or in my case, where do I really belong, and why was I put on this earth, right? What's the impact that I want to have? So through a lot of powerful questions, it led me to some very powerful solutions. And that's where kind of Integris Woman was born, really out of a personal need to find a community of like-minded, heart-centered women that I can connect with on a deeper level, where we can ask ourselves these questions, challenge one another to get outside of our comfort zone, and really take action on the impact piece that we were looking to have. So the vision behind it was really a world where all women are empowered to fulfill their potential. Because oftentimes we are our own biggest limiting blocks, right? We stand in our own way of our greatness. So to create a space that was safe enough for women to open up, to connect, and to really take action towards, in our case, things that have to do with social consciousness and sustainable community development.
Let's talk a little bit more about the community. So tell us a little bit more about the people that participate. Let's go a little bit further.
Sounds good. So in our case, we're really diverse. We have women, kind of like three different avatars, if you will, of women. We've got women who are mid to late 20s, who might just be starting out in their career, whether they're in nonprofit or for-profit. And many of them are entrepreneurial, though not all are. And it's really what synchronizes them is the heart behind wanting to have an impact. So doing work that's meaningful. Then we get into our women who are mid-30s to mid-40s. Oftentimes they're moms of small children, or they're corporate women who are very driven, and they're in that kind of go, go, go mentality. So we help them with maybe more business resources, mentorship to really get the know-how and the community support to take action and start scaling what they've built. And then we've got our women who are mentors. These are maybe late 40s, early to mid 50s. Many of these women are, have achieved it, but something's still missing. And that missing piece is that meaningful work. It's that fulfillment. It's talking about really diving into what legacy means to them. So creating an opportunity for them to mentor and be of service within our community, and also for them to have the social connections too. A lot of times I'll talk with women 50s and 60s, and they love being surrounded by the 20-year-olds because there's a lot of energy and excitement behind even learning what's new and what's the new generation doing, and how can we really all work together in this work.
I love it, and I mean, I had a chance to look at your site before the call, of course, and I saw the pictures, and I'm like, oh my gosh, they're doing so much good, and I saw like the events you had, things like that, and I know you're being shy right now, but I know you got a pretty big announcement. Like, you tell us a little bit more about this award that you won. Like, it's no small feat.
Thank you. No, I appreciate it. I am pretty humble, I will say that, but we won. It was a very big deal for us because I'm sure as many startups or entrepreneurs, when we start, we kind of, we look to the leaders in our niche or in our industry. And in my case, in social enterprise, it is somewhat of a new field. It's this blend of for-profit and nonprofit. And conscious company media is a big player in this field. And what they do, it's kind of like the Forbes of social impact. And so we were just nominated, or in my case, I was nominated as the 2020 World Changing Women in Conscious Business. So huge deal. It has already opened so many doors internationally because Conscious Company Media nominated a variety of international women, so it wasn't even just, in my case, I'm in California. So it definitely helped put Integris Women on the map, and we were really honored for, in our case, our 10-20-30 sustainable impact model that was built for the work we're doing not only locally here, but internationally as well.
Can you talk a little bit more about social impact entrepreneurship just in general? Because I don't want to, it is new, and I don't want to assume that every listener out there right now knows exactly what that means.
Yeah, definitely. So really, to me, what it means is, and I could just use my own story. I knew I wanted to start a business, right, for the financial freedom, because no one really loves working for someone else, right? I want to build someone else's vision. I had a very strong vision myself. So I knew the business piece was there. The social impact, though, is how do I make the work that I'm doing sustainable? Also to that is how do I make this business, being not just aware of, let's say, the profits that I'm making, but also the impact on the community and in the environment. So in social impact, you're not just looking at profit, you're looking at people as well. Profit and planet is another one. So as a social entrepreneur, rather than, as regular businesses, we have a challenge, we create a solution to that challenge. As social entrepreneurs, you think a little bit deeper to that solution. Is the solution I'm providing to this, let's say, market challenge, also by providing, I'll say that solution, how am I impacting all the different stakeholders, the people, the vendors, the community? And is the solution, if I'm in fashion or if I'm in, water bottles we'll even use, am I polluting the environment by doing this solution? So it kind of takes business to a much deeper level. But through this process, I was able to not only pursue my own entrepreneurial vision, but also blend in the social piece to it, which is really, working with community and finding ways to make this sustainable and really meaningful at the end of the day.
That's awesome. I love it. So that being said, if somebody is listening to this and they want more information or they want to get involved, what's the best way for them to reach out and to learn?
Our website, for sure. So it's www.integris, that's INTEGROUS, women, WOMEN.com.
So congratulations again on the nomination and all the great work that you're doing, number one, and definitely a great advocate for social entrepreneurship in general. And I love having you on the show, and I love having more people that have that mindset on the show, just because it makes things interesting. I think it's just one of these things that every little thing we do like this just has the opportunity to affect and to multiply and to change everything for the better. So I just love it. I'm excited. Talking to people like you just excites me. And to the audience, as always, thank you for tuning in. I hope you got a lot of fun. I hope you learned a lot from this. I hope you had fun listening. We had fun making this for you. If you did, don't forget to hit the subscribe button. If you're watching this on our YouTube channel, Mission Matters Business, then hit the subscribe button there and leave us some comments on the video. I'd love to hear your thought process on social entrepreneurship or entrepreneurship in general and what you thought. Let's not let the conversation end here. Let's just move it to the YouTube community. And Stephanie, thanks again for coming on the show.